All right, game two of the battle at the beach here in Ocean City, New Jersey. My name's Tony Blum, along with Sam Jenkins, here to bring you what should be a very entertaining game between the Panthers of Camden and the Rams of Salem. Both teams featuring some explosive players, and both teams really looking to make their mark here in this first game, Sam.
Yeah, at the beginning of each season always has the very similar things happening with the first game. You're almost going to have a check-off list. You're looking for the inevitable mistake on special teams, looking for ball handling issues, alignment issues with the offense, and the defense maybe blown coverage or something like that. The team that I think can overcome those difficulties earlier on will be the team that will take the advantage here.
Talking with Coach Dwayne Savage, they'll start the season as one of the top-rated teams in all of South Jersey. He's turned this Camden program around, Sam. I mean, really, they're a basketball high school. All of a sudden now they're one of the top teams over the last few years in football. How was he able to do that? I mean, you know him pretty well.
I do. I was lucky enough to spend the first few years of his coaching career here as an offensive coordinator. And what I saw was one that split football and life 50-50. He took an interest in the kids, and I've been coaching over 20 years, and I got to tell you, the way he relates to the kids, these Camden kids, when I was coaching them, are the most respectful, hardest working kids I've been throughout my career. I've coached on all the different levels. He's got them believing in what he's doing. There's no questioning. There's no why coach. You just say, coach, point me in direction, tell me what to do. And that says a lot about him. We both come from the Mount Holly area to go down to Camden and have the kids buy in. So it's a really good job he's done.
So just about set for the start of this game. Nathan Wilson will kick it away to get it going. We anticipate Teron Davis and Nair Graham will be back to receive it for Camden.
Now, if I was still on staff, I would be nagging him, Coach, you got to have a throwback reverse or some kind of trick players. Because nobody knows how to cover. You're going to watch covering kickoffs, covering punts. It's hard enough in the middle of the season, but at the beginning of the season, everybody's going to get out the lanes. They're all excited. Everybody wants to prove themselves. You got to take advantage of that aggressiveness. So he wouldn't listen to me, but I sure would advise it.
Actually, it's Davis back there, along with Jaquan Brickingham for Camden. Standing right about their own 10-yard line, and Wilson ready to get it going on a very, very hot day here in Ocean City, along with a lot of humidity. So Wilson, the left-footed kicker, drives it deep, and there will be no return as Davis sees it sail over his head. So Camden will activate the football at their own 20-yard line. Lewis Ward is the quarterback. Wide receivers are Tyron Murray, along with Calvin Coley. Taquan Brickingham also is in there. Nazir Dale will share the running back position with Zaire Fleming. And Coach told me they're probably going to run it a little bit more this year, Sam, than they did last year. They don't have quite the speed and the big play ability that they had last year, so we'll have to see how that plays out.
Well, that's always a good thing because, the run sets up the play action. I'll tell you what, you can still manufacture those big plays with a solid running game. So you get those guys biting on the run, you're going to end up with the same amount of big plays as you would with 2 or 3 top-notch receivers.
So they come out in the spread. They give off the left side for maybe a couple. Dale gets the call.
Number 6, Nazir Dale. Well, now number 53, Jaden Wright.
Yeah,
so I'm good.
No, it's always good to start off, hit up inside, see which lineman can come back to you when you get the offense on the sideline. Coach, I got him. Coach, I can move him. You got to get a few running plays in there to get the guys adjusted to what they need to do.
Flag the plays on sportsmanlike conduct.
So no gain on that initial play by Camden. They will
against the Panthers.
Have a second down and 10.
15. Replay. First down.
Yeah, it's funny you said something about the humidity and the weather. I'm looking at the sideline. There's not a lot of subs for Salem, and as this game gets into the third or fourth quarter, I'd like to see how that affects the aggressiveness of the guys on the field.
Ball's moved back to the 10-yard line. Obviously, a 10-yard walk-off. Most likely holding for Camden, so it's now 1st and 20 from the 10. Ward looking to throw over the middle. This one thrown behind the intended receiver and falls incomplete. That Calvin Coley, he had him on the slant, Sam, but just threw it in back.
He did. Unlike other patterns, a slant, you don't want to run full speed. You want to take your 1, 2, 3 steps, jab, coming inside. You want to go about 80% to give the quarterback a target, get your hands up. That receiver was excited, and he ran full speed, and he outran the contact point where the ball should have been caught. Now, the throw was down behind a little bit, but you got to moderate your speed when you're running those patterns. Everything isn't full speed.
Interesting you say that, because a lot of people, when they say, well, what's he run the 40 in, or how fast does he run the 100, but not all the time do you want to run, as you just said, full speed.
No, you can't. You won't have time to set anything up.
Here's Ward again. Over the middle again, had a receiver, but incomplete.
Some more extracurriculars again after the play.
That was intended for Anderson. Anderson, he kind of found that dead spot of the zone, but just couldn't get the ball to him.
Yeah, I would rather see the quarterback come out there and get himself set up and fire that across the middle. He tried to one-arm it while stiff-arming somebody at the same time. They're a little excited right now. They'll get themselves together. Coach Savage is giving me an earful.
Back to receive it, Bundy for Salem. Actually thought they had one more down. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the call against Camden. So in the first few minutes, Sam, we've had a bunch of penalties.
Yeah, it's just, it's the excitement of young guys, trying to push their will on people, but you can't do that. Now, I would have one specific coach taking a look, if I'm Salem, that any weakness in this protection, because this is the time that you can find your weakness and you may need a pump block later in the game. Everybody takes these as regular everyday plays, but this is important. This can change the game.
Brian Lopez will kick it just inside the end line. Bundy waits for Camden territory, and this one's blocked. Rolling around free, and it's going to be recovered by Salem, but actually went out of bounds. But talk about a great way to start this game. Recovered for a touchdown.
It looked like it went out of bounds to me, but he put his hands up for a touchdown. That's exactly what we talked about. We can't draw it up. That's when it happens. Special teams and mistakes early in the game. The Camden team was already kind of riled up and they weren't focused. I saw the right tackle and right wing expand out rather than go straight back, and that opened up a big gap. 11 for Salem.
See if I can find that for you. That would be Amir Smith.
Yeah, it looked like he got in there, or at least caused the blocker from Camden to get out of position.
So they'll attempt to make it 7-0. And the kick is good by Wilson.
The score here in the first quarter, the Salem Rams.
So just that quickly, Salem turns the block punt into 6 and then 7, and they lead it 7-0. Live video coverage of the West Jersey Football League's first Battle at the Beach is produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and SportsX Network. The executive producers are Ari Bluestein, Deal Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik is our producer at Kerry Stadium, and Bill Shawcross is our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to primeevents.net and selecting live video streaming from the menu. So they are able to take advantage of that block punt. 7-0, they lead it. Kind of a shock to the system for Camden. Let's see how they respond here.
Yep, so we can check off the protection on special teams. Now we're looking for blown coverage and offsides.
Yeah, a couple penalties and then the block punt. Not the way you want to start off not only a game but the season.
No, you don't. So just like the punt block and punt return, as you're kicking this ball off, you're going to check any guys in between the hashes to see if they leave early. If they're the type of guys that turn and run and get into the blocking angles, later in the game you might want to dribble that one up to 10 yards and get on it, but we'll see what happens. It looks like they switched the person now. There's more sure hands on it.
So Wilson will kick it off again for the Salem Rams.
Now, he has a leg. There's no reason for them to be thinking.
You could say that. Both of them have gone into the end zone, and Camden will again open for business at their own 20-yard line, but now a little different story as they are down 7-0.
Yeah, those self-inflicted wounds. Now, this is where Coach Savage shines. Now, he needs to get these guys' heads back in the game, and they need just to execute. All right, they're trying to have a touchdown on every play, and it's not going to work. They can drive the ball down if they keep their heads together and do what they need to do. Masai
King is the left tackle, 6'4", 305. Left guard is Alex Brockington, 6 feet, 265, just a sophomore. Kenny Jones, 6'2", 200 is the center. Jameer Nix at 6'3", 255 is the right guard. And Adrian Coleman at 6'4", 290 will be the right tackle. So good size up front for Camden. Here's the give for nothing at all. Lost a couple, maybe 3. So thus far, the Salem defense, Sam, has been very impressive.
They're aggressive, right? You know what? You gotta take advantage of that. Simply, one, just go on 2. All right, that's how you slow them down right there. And then you work in a screen or something in there. Right now, their ears are pinned back and they're coming.
Talked to Coach Montre right before this game, and he said, yeah, we want to pressure with our alignment up front on defense because that allows our defensive backs to be more aggressive and make plays on the ball.
Yeah, when you know you don't have to cover for an hour and a half, and you can just jump on any out cut or across, it makes it much easier.
Second down, we'll call it 13 from the 17. Ward again. Good protection this time. Throws to the left side. Again, incomplete. They kind of had the receiver bracketed, so he would have had to make a perfect throw there to get it in.
Yeah, and the receiver turn is set up. You gotta, when that ball's in the air, you gotta react and come back to it, even if you're already set up at your distance. I know he wants to try and get the first, but 3rd and 2 is much better than 3rd and 12.
Officials timeout. Player coming off the field, and officials are always try to look to make sure that their players are looking okay.
So you don't want to go with anything high risk like a screen. Maybe a draw here, or if you have a receiver quick screen out here to the right, something that is high percentage play.
Laquan Brockingham split to the right side, actually trips to the right. Again, Ward. Rolling right, throws on the run, and a diving catch by Brockingham. And he has enough for the first down. So good play both by the quarterback and then on the receiving end going down to get it.
You know, the first thing I would tell Ward is he looks like he has a strong arm. And just like we talked to that receiver and told him to take a little bit off his pattern, I would tell Ward to take a little bit off the ball because he's firing in there and it's low and inside right now. He takes a little bit off of that, makes it more catchable for his receivers. He'd have a little bit more success.
So the Panthers' initial first down of this ball game, they now have the football at their own 33-yard line, trailing it 7-0. The give off the right side. Now the cutback powering up the middle across the 40 to the 43-yard line was Dale.
And that was a counter, so now you have the angles on all the aggressive defensive linemen from Salem. They're stepping upfield, and now you're blocking half a man, and you have 2 guys pulling, kicking out. So you take that aggressiveness and use it against them. Good call.
That's good for Panthers. First down.
First down. Back-to-back first downs for the Panthers. The ball now at the 44-yard line.
It's funny. There's plays outside of X and O's. You get ear hold one time on the counter, you're going to start looking around a little bit.
First down. At the 44, quick pitch to the right side. This one is complete, looking for extra yardage and getting some across the midfield line to the 48 of Salem. That was Coley.
Much better pass. Did you see that? It was out there. It was nice, right in the numbers. He didn't fire it at 100 miles an hour. Good play.
Well, I'm sure some of these players, this is the first game of the season, they have some early game jitters as well. I mean, not just with the college and pro players, they also have some jitters. So now timeout called by Coach Wright for Salem. They lead it, though, 7-0. Tolson Consulting can help you. Tolson Consulting specializes in labor management relations as well as government relations. With over 30 years' experience, Tolson Consulting is capable of meeting all your labor relations needs. Call Rich Tolson at 609-468-0704. Rich is a 1976 graduate of Ocean City and a proud former Raider and happy to be part of the Battle at the Beach in Cary Stadium, the best setting for high school football in New Jersey. Really is nice. Right next to the beach and the boardwalk.
Yeah, not often you can watch a football game, turn to your right, and see the Atlantic Ocean.
This is true.
It's fantastic.
Playland Castaway Cove, New York Cafe and Grill, the Philly Pretzel Factory, and Complete Care.
Second down for Camden. Football now for the first time in Salem territory at the 48-yard line.
The second and short, you can take a chance here. All right, on offense and defense, you can bring a little pressure on defense. On offense, you can take a chance.
Again, the give off the left side to Dale. Dale near the first down. It appears that he does have enough to pick it up.
Hand off to number 6, Nazir Dale. He's brought down by number 9, Emmanuel McFarland. No gain. Gain of 3 on the play.
So first down again, 3 in a row now for Camden. Looks like they gotten into rhythm here on the offensive side. $7-0. Salem on top.
Waiting for them to get Marcus Johnson in the game in a little bit.
Hey, 6'4", 220. Big target, halfback, tight end, whatever you'd like to call him. He's an excellent player. Firing over the middle again, complete at the 35-yard line.
This is not bad defense by Salem. I mean, these are timing patterns, and they're hitting it right on the numbers.
Strike across the middle of number 10, Taquan Brittingham.
Oh, I got flared down.
Yeah, Brittingham makes the reception, and he seems to have been shaken up, so they come out to attend to him. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. At Halliday Leonard, they will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhomes, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help you make your dream home a reality. Still attending to Brittingham. He's going to need some assistance getting off the field. So you hate to see that in the first, well, you hate to see it in any game, Sam, but especially the first game of the season. Hopefully it's not too serious where he'll miss any extended period of time.
I hope not. But back to what I was saying, Camden's timing is coming together, and Salem's not doing a bad job. They're not like wide open. They're firing this low and inside, and they're getting hit as soon as they're catching it. I mean, the defenders are there. I mean, if this is what Camden's going to do, good luck, because you're going to have to put your defensive line, get your hands up, and you're going to have to knock the ball down, because the ball is not getting released too super high. So if I'm Salem's coach, I'm saying, all right, our defenders are there. They're on their backs. D-line, get a must rush. When you see him getting ready to throw, pop your hands up and knock the ball down.
Yeah, for the most part, Ward has had time to throw. I mean, he's had to roll out a couple of times, but he has been protected well thus far.
Right, so they're not in his 5-step drop back. They're not getting there. 3-step, they're in the way a little bit, but when he drops back a little deeper, he's getting the protection he needs. So they need to close the passing lanes here.
Ball to 35-yard line of Salem.
All right, so they're covering a receiver, so it might be a run. There you go.
Jet sweep to the left side. Gets a block. Looks to cut it upfield, but Salem stout at the point of attack. Kyron Nelson got the carry, but really had nowhere to go.
Lost about 2.
No, and that's not as bad as it seems. So now you know, okay, they're going to flow real hard. You can come back the other way. You can come back with a reverse pass deep. If you're going to flow that hard, you just do the play that counters off of that.
So whatever you do, you're going to be wrong the next time, right?
Unless, of course, they realize that. They're going to know. Yeah, that's the idea.
Sure.
You just react to what they do and take what they give.
Loss of 2 on the carry by Nelson. From the 37-yard line of Salem. Ward again looks to throw. Being rushed, rolls to the right side, and again the diving catch. But they say no, he did not catch it at the 30-yard line.
Number 25, Calvin Coley falls incomplete. 3rd
So
and 12.
Coley with a nice attempt there, but just could not get the hands under it.
So Ward looks like a scramble. Looks like he likes to be outside the pocket. I would come with a design sprint out with a run pass option for him and just get him outside the box. Make those big boys chase him around. And then you can hit the curl and they can run for a first, or he can tuck it and run. Get him outside the box, give him some room to make some plays.
So they're facing a 3rd down and 12 now from the 37-yard line of the Rams. Think this is a 4-down territory, Sam?
Yes. And the Rams sent pressure backside that time. Now they can switch it up and send it this side.
Coming out in an empty backfield are the Panthers. And a timeout called by Coach Savage and Camden. Cannot give you the amount of time left here in this first quarter because the scoreboard and the time is not operating. So timeout called by Camden. Old World Tuscany meets Main Street USA at Anata Wine Bar, right in the center of downtown Hamilton. The custom-built wine bar says it all, providing each guest with a look, feel, and taste of old world Italian tradition. Anata's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages, available by the glass or the bottle, and their full bar includes signature martinis and craft beer. Enjoy lunch, dinner, and live music. Anata Wine Bar is perfect for private parties. The Anata Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or to book your next event. So Coach Savage obviously felt this was an important play right here, wanted to talk it over.
Yeah, they need to bring one more defender out here unless they're going to run a screen.
Empty backfield. Rolling right as Ward being chased from behind and fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's
an underhanded pass forward.
And a whistle and a penalty added at the end.
Lewis Ward is sacked in the backfield by number 9.
So they said that was a forward pass in?
Yeah, intentional grounding, yeah.
Okay.
That's what they said.
It's the old empty hand deal with, was that a pass or just did he lose it?
Yeah.
Was he stripped?
That's tough.
Flag in the place for intentional grounding.
Now after
And I guess they can't decline it, right?
No, and lost it down. So
It's lost, okay.
after that last punt, it makes you wonder what they're going to do here.
That was an automatic. Lost it down.
So look on the Salem left, Camden right-hand side. Watch the tack on the wing to see what they do here.
In the back of the 45-yard line.
Kenneth Carter will attempt from his own 30-yard line again. Gets it away, but a very short kick, end-over-end variety, is going to bounce down just inside the 45-yard line and gets a mini roll for Camden, but not really a great punt for the Panthers. And Salem will have the football, already leading it 7-0. But this will be actually their first offensive series.
It's probably near 5 minutes left in the first, and they've just got their offense out there.
Of course, Salem has had some pretty good runners in the past. Jonathan Taylor being one of them.
Yeah, that'll qualify as a
Not too bad.
no.
So Salem with the football. The snap, the give, no gain at all. Jockey Coates
Hands off goes number 5, Emmanuel Lane.
giving it off to Lane for nothing.
He's met in the hole by a host of Panthers. Lost a 3 on the play.
Yeah, they blew through the line right there. They're gonna have a tough time if they don't pick up their assignments any better than that.
3-yard loss. Second down, 13 from the 41-yard line. Coates is the quarterback. Off the left side, the give, powering across the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Handoff goes to number 2, Anthony Selby.
Selby gets the call.
Pick him up about 6 on
It's
the
a
play.
nice hard run.
Brought down by number 8.
Shoulders leaning forward and picked his spots. He waited for the linemen to pick up their blocks and got through.
That'll bring up third down. Third. We'll call it 6
3rd and 7.
from their own 47-yard line.
Oh, my
Lee?
goodness. I thought the running back just got sick on the field.
By the way, the quarterback 6'1", 230, a junior. You don't see quarterbacks that size normally. Rolling out to his left, throwing on the run, wide open at the 30-yard line and making the reception. Knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
Zayn Jones. And that's good.
I want to say it busted coverage, but I think he came off of him when he saw the quarterback starting to scramble or slip.
Yeah, he rolled out to his left and
Pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard
found the
line.
receiver just wide open. I
Yep.
believe that was Lane on the reception.
He initially was covered in the scramble. That's the uncovered drill. You got to stay on your receiver.
First down and goal. Off the right side, Selby sheds one tackler but cannot get away from the reinforcements.
Hand off to number 2, Selby.
So second down and goal now for the Rams, looking to take a 14-0 lead here in the early going.
And goal from the 3.
Yeah, that's tough. That's that split power around, that power around the quarterback. They can go any direction. Tell you what, if I had a quarterback that size, I'm thinking quarterback sneak. He's the same size as lineman.
Yeah, you don't really see quarterbacks under center very much these days.
No, you don't.
Coates is looking it over. The toss, looking to sweep the right side and hit at the line of scrimmage to the goal line. And did he get in? He did not. There's no indication. Or did they? Yes, they did get in.
He takes it in.
Now, you wouldn't think that he would
Touchdown.
outspeed Camden to the outside, but he did just that.
Bundy with the toss and the touchdown. Wilson will kick it.
Well, Nathan Wilson on with the extra point attempt.
And this one blocked.
Same thing, right wing.
Number 11, Kyron
There's
Nelson.
3 people inside the right wing right there. There's your special teams.
Your score here in the first quarter.
It's so important. I don't know why people don't pay more attention to
Camden
that.
Panthers.
That was Nelson who came through and blocked it. So 13-0 now. Salem leads Camden. Winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit CalviElectric.com. So a bit of a shocker, I'm sure, right here to Camden as they trail it now 13-0.
Oh, yeah. Give credit to Salem to keeping its heads up and making big plays when they need to. This is not luck. This is effort by Salem right here.
So Wilson to kick it off one more time. He's been busy. 2 extra points.
Let's see if he can get out of the end zone this time.
It will stay in the field. Maybe no. They'd say no. You had 1 foot in the end zone. You can't run it out.
Deron Davis fields it in the end zone. That's good for a touchback.
You like that rule?
For safety reasons, yes. But as a football fan, you want to see that because early in the season, that's when you're going to have your returns. But for the safety of the kids playing the game, yeah, there's a high velocity collisions, man.
Yeah.
Running 40 yards downfield, hitting somebody. Everybody's okay. They can run their offense, keep playing.
And obviously they've changed the rules in the pro game as well. Can't do a lot of things that you could do on kickoffs and punts and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I missed big hits, but I'd rather have a healthy team and entire game.
So Camden back on the football field, again with the football at their own 20-yard line, looking to put some points on the board still in the first quarter. Ward back to pass. Plenty of time. Now steps up in the pocket, throws to the left side. It's complete. Looking for some extra yardage along the left sideline and picking some up. That's Coley. Go ahead.
I don't know what adjustment they made, but he is getting time to throw the ball now. You see that?
Yes. Enough for the first down.
Pass will be good for a Panthers first down.
The slants are still there if they're running right, but they can just hook up right behind these linebackers, find an open window, and they should be able to march downfield. He takes a lot of heat off of it and displays.
Be interesting to see if Ward decides to run the football when he gets outside contained. Hasn't done that yet.
He hasn't. And maybe that's why they're reluctant to do a sprint out because, if you may have a starter, you may not have a strong backup, who knows. But the point is, it looks like he operates well in space. I personally would sprint him outside to twins or trips, give him a run option, and let him play.
Whistle on the play before it can get going.
Yeah.
That's the end of the first quarter of play. No, sorry, that's a timeout called by Camden. So Camden will want to talk it over.
2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
So now we do get the time. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left here in this opening quarter of play with the Rams on top 13-0 over Camden. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays till 6, Sundays until 4. Help just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. And if you visit Carey Stadium this weekend, be sure to visit the tented area produced by the Philadelphia Eagles. During halftime and between games, the Eagles offer games and other activities for the kids. Eagles cheerleaders will be there along with Swoop, the Eagles mascot, the Eagles prep band, and a lot more. It's all happening on the east end of Carey Stadium. Now a flag thrown before the play could even get underway.
Too many men on the field. How can you do that out of a timeout?
That, I'm sure, is something that the coaches probably don't take too kindly to.
No.
Flag on the play.
5-yard walk-off. That'll make it first down and 15. Looking to sweep the right side is Ward. Makes the turn upfield. Check that. That was not Ward. That was Dale, the direct snap to the running back. Had a big gain there, some 17, 18 yards, picking up another first down.
All right, so it's clear they're avoiding Ward running the ball. So that answers that question.
Pushes them out of bounds.
Put the ball down at the 44-yard line of Camden.
But the play was there. Just direct, quarterback snap, sweep to the right or left. So he can option it. He can do the same thing and option out to the running back if he doesn't want to take the hit.
Dale looks like, though, he has a little bit more quickness and speed than does the quarterback Ward.
Absolutely. Yeah, Salem's going to have to bring pressure in order to stop that. Back to the counter.
They give up the middle, pounding to the midfield line.
Hand off to number 6, Nazir Dale.
That was Dale again.
Pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, he ran through a couple arm tackles there. He's a pretty strong runner.
Seems to get to the second level really quickly.
Yes, he does.
Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5, staying ahead of the sticks. That's what they want to do, obviously.
Now we're going to look to see. I don't know if that more time in the pocket is because I see a lot of hands on hips. I don't know if Salem's getting a little winded or Camden's figured out his protection, but we should be able to throw an 8-yard hook here for a first down. They talked the ref into it. Yes, they did.
Ball start.
Ball start against the Panthers. That backs them up.
So that moves it
5
back
yards.
5 yards.
Second
Instead of
and
2nd
10.
and 5, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Same play.
Clock put back in motion. 13-0, Salem on top. And you can see the sideline. Salem does not have that big a team number-wise. So, as you were saying, hands on hips, that could play a factor down the stretch.
I got to be honest with you. When I first saw them out there, I was like, all right, waiting for the lineman to come out. I thought that was the specialties out there. So
Screen left side.
Great
Ward looking,
call.
looking to float it to Davis, and he had blockers in front. That could have been a big one.
it was when you want to screen is good anytime you have pressure, but when Salem was bringing it, they had 5-6 man pressure right there. They connected on that. He might still be running. He
Yeah.
might be walking on the beach right now, hitting some waves.
Yeah, it might have been even more effective if they went to the right side because they were coming off the edge and they got real close, and if you can get it over his head and blockers in front, that's what you want.
That's exactly. That was good.
It's almost as if they knew the defense they were going to be playing when they called that screen.
I tell you, scouting over the years, I mean, at some point you got to know what they tend to do.
Mm-hmm. Third down now and 10. Need this to keep the drive alive. Stepping up and being grabbed by the face mask. That's going to cost him 15 and give him the first down. Ward cutting back across the midfield line. He's going to be knocked down at the 47, but this one's going to be a 15-yard walk-off. And you can see that head just get pulled, and that's going to cost him a first down. Salem, that is.
That's scary. But look at Ward. After getting your face turned around 180 degrees, he's an effective runner. I have to believe this is preventative to not have him run, because if he's 100% healthy and you have a backup that can play, you'd run him until his shoes fell off. But looks like they're being careful right now, and you got to play with what you have.
But if given a situation like that where you basically have to run, he can do it.
Yep, he's shown it.
Yeah,
They need to come with some, if they're not going to drop back and pass it, they need some misdirection here. It looks like Salem is waiting for a play come right at them. They don't want to chase much right now. So if you can get them to change direction, you might have some success.
Ball inside the 35, 34-yard line of Salem. Rams still on top. That's the end of the first quarter of play, with the Rams of Salem leading Camden by the count of 13-0. Well, if you're planning a party and want to make it special, it's a Rodeo custom on-site catering involved. Rodeo Catering has provided a wide variety of food and drinks gatherings all over New Jersey, from birthday parties to wedding receptions to spectacular tailgating at major sports events. When you plan your next event, make your first call to John Rodeo, 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo custom catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. And Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street on the boardwalk in Ocean City, is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. And they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September as well. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6 on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at Gillians.com, and that's just right around the corner from where we're doing this game from.
I should have told me. I would have brought a couple down.
So Camden down 13-0. Has the football with the first down at the 38-yard line of Salem.
That might be the break Camden needed to, keep this drive alive and get in the end zone here.
Yeah, well, they committed a couple of penalties to start this game in their first series, and that kind of, you don't think about that, Sam, but that kind of resulted in Salem getting that touchdown because they were pushed so far back that when they blocked the punt, the end zone was right there.
Right, rather than a turnover, now it's a touchdown. So it's important.
So Camden looking to get on the board here. Board, the give off the right side. Dale on the carry. Looks like there was more there than he really got, but it closed quickly.
Yeah, it was the backside. The front side they had pretty much walled off. Whoever's supposed to cut off the backside tackle and linebacker missed their blocks, and he gave all he wanted on that one.
Gain of about 4 on the play.
But they still picked up 4 yards, so.
Positive play.
After a little brief rain shower earlier, turned out to be another beautiful day here in Ocean City. Very, very hot day.
Thankful to have turf, because you can imagine if this is grass. We had multiple games on this thing.
Sure.
In the rain.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see Camden not throwing the ball 40 yards deep every 4 plays.
And the give to the right side. That's Dale very close to the first down as he's bolted out of bounds. And now there's a marker down late. Don't know if he was hit out of bounds or not, but we'll have to wait for the call.
I was wondering if they're going to throw that flag, and then when he popped up, they threw it. So I don't know if it was a reaction to him or him being dragged out of bounds past the white line there.
And if it is against Salem for unnecessary roughness, that's going to be another 15-yard walk-off. So 2 penalties, face mask. And now this one's going to cost him 30 yards on this drive.
Alone.
Yeah.
3 first downs. Heads down, hands on hips. You have to take advantage of them sulking right now and do some kind of misdirection or trick play or something, because they're not into it right now.
Ball at the 13-yard line of Salem.
And how you get them back into it? If you Salem, you send a blitz, send everybody, get them excited about coming after them.
Camden comes out, trips to the left side. Ball at the 13-yard line for the Panthers. Ward, they give up the middle for Davis. Picks up 3.
Number 9, Manuel McFarland.
Manuel Lane makes the stop.
Gain of 2 on the play. Panthers call. Rams call timeout.
So Salem now calls for timeout. I think every single timeout thus far has been for Camden, so this time Salem calls the timeout. Well, Johnson's Popcorn is known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk at Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. And Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century. So Salem's got to be kicking themselves. I mean, they got a 13-0 lead, and pretty much they are letting Camden move the football down the field with 2 15-yard penalties, kind of letting them off the hook here.
Yeah, not completely unexpected, but those are after the whistle and not necessary. And you know, you don't want them, you don't want to give them a chance to get back in the game without them earning it. If you're just going to give it to them, then you're going to have to deal with the repercussions.
So the ball at the 10-yard line. Ward looking to throw, sets, fires over the middle, and this one is incomplete, deflected.
Was that tipped at the line?
I believe so. The official went like this, so I assume that's what he meant.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. That's the only way to stop those quick passes.
So now 3rd down and 7. Likely this is going to be 4-down territory. Camden at the short end of a 13-0 score. They come out. Trips to the left side. 3rd and 7 from the 10. Ward, quick pitch to the left side. It's complete with a blocker in front. Cutting back inside the 5-yard line, and he's going to be knocked down at the 1-yard line. That was Teron Davis with a blocker in front. The wide receiver out there really did a nice job of blocking so he could cut it back and get it just close to the end zone.
Man, I've been waiting for that play on. I mean, they had trips out there. They got space. They got 2 guys up. They got one guy deep. You got 5 yards before you get hit. I would like to see him keep it outside, but I get what he's doing, trying to get the first, and you can still get the first without scoring, so no problem.
1st and goal from, call it the 1-foot line. Those are the footballs just about on the goal line. 13-0 Salem continues to lead it, but that certainly is in jeopardy right here. Tight formation, you could say this is probably going to be a run.
Yeah, I'll just have a quarterback sneak and go behind whoever has the most meat.
Ward's under center. The give off the right side. And he is he?
Run up the middle by number 6, Nazir Dale is good.
He is in for the touchdown. Tough to make out the official's indication, but Dale got it in from 1 foot out.
Now, they're going to go for 2. And we're going to come back to that blocked extra point by Salem later in this game that people don't focus on until 3rd, 4th quarter.
So they're huddling up, and they will be, in fact, going for 2, given the fact that Salem missed the extra point on their last touchdown.
And if history is any indication, they probably don't have a kicker. The odds are, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know there are a number of teams that don't have a kicker. I remember Millville a few years ago was the same situation. Mm-hmm. They just don't kick it.
I had a very close relationship with my soccer coach, and I would always say to him, all right, which goalie is not going to make it, or which senior do you have is not going to play, and can you kick? And we had Mike Bernard, who made it all the way. So we had a few.
Mm-hmm. Well, some coaches just don't want to do it. They don't want to kick the extra point. They want to go for 2 every single time. The problem with that is it can really hurt you, because if you don't make it, then you kind of put yourself in a hole,
Yep.
and then you have to make it the next time or the next time after that. So
And I don't know this to be true. I vaguely remember reading somewhere that the percentages are better if you're going for 2. I don't know that to be true, but, you know, now that it was at the 3-yard line, now it's at the
8, I guess. Was it
that's
that?
different, yeah.
Yeah. But they're still going to go for 2. So maybe you're right. They don't have a kicker.
It's time for 7 to shine right now.
Ward throws deep into the right corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for the 6'4" Marcus Johnson. So it's remains 13-6. Salem on top of Camden. We're in the second quarter. Well, if you or somebody you know hopes to continue playing sports in college, Bill Shawcross at Crossover Productions can help. Bill can assist you in putting your best foot forward with a professionally produced highlight video at an affordable price. All sports are welcome. No job too big or too small. Bill Shawcross has more than 25 years of experience recording sporting events and creating edited videos. You can call Bill at 609-513-8950 to talk about putting together a video presentation that will get colleges interested. Crossover Productions, producing quality videos since 1991. Matter of fact, you want to see how quality it is, he's doing the camera work on this particular game. So
There you go.
So now 13-6. Camden still trails it. We are in the second quarter of play. And Salem will get the football back again. See what they can do with it. Kicking it off will be Dale. Selby back there to receive it, along with Bundy.
Back deep, receive the kick.
Line drive, going to be taken by Selby at the 15. Cuts to his right, and he is hit hard out of bounds, and there's a marker on the play. Question is, was he out of bounds when he was hit?
He was going out of bounds, but he wasn't clearly out of bounds. I mean, I can see what they called it, you know, to keep players safe, but it wasn't. He was in the white, so.
Here's the indication, personal foul. Face mask. Oh, we didn't see that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was on the hit.
Yeah, as did I. So that's going to cost them 15 yards. Turnabout's fair play. They got a face mask on their scoring drive, and now they give it back to Salem. So Salem will start this drive off in excellent position at their own 45-yard line, already leading it 13-6.
We might have more penalty yards than offensive yards right now.
Really?
Except for that one big play by Salem.
So coach the quarterback come out in a trip formation to the left side from their own 45-yard line. Looking to motion. Receiver, this one is handed straight up the middle, pounding for 3-4 yards.
And off to number 5, Emmanuel Lane.
All right.
Lane gets the call.
Oh.
And we have a player for Salem who's been shaken up. Picked up 2 yards on the play, and now they will come out to attend.
Now, you know, nobody can afford to lose starters, but Salem, with the size of their squad, may really be affected by this.
That's Benjamin Hitman being attended to. 13-6, Salem on top. Well, Tolson Consultant can help you. Tolson Consulting specializes in labor management relations as well as government relations. With over 30 years experience, Consulting, Consulting is capable of meeting all of your labor relations needs. Call Rich Tolson, 609-468-0704. Rich is a 1976 graduate of Ocean City and a proud former Raider and happy to be part of the Battle at the Beach in Carey Stadium, the best setting for high school football in New Jersey. So they're out there still continuing to tend to Pittman. Don't forget, coming up right after this game will be Collingswood against Marble Newtown. Mike Frankel, Harry Sachs will be on the call for that one. And then to close out this first day at 8 p.m., Ocean City will take on Vineland.
Is that the fourth game today?
Fourth, yes.
That's the fourth game today.
That's the fourth game. He's coming off his Pittman limping. Second down, and we'll call it 8 for the Rams. Clock is put back in motion off the injury timeout.
You know, an unfortunate reality what football is, when someone is shaken up, they put the sub in. You got to go after that position. You got to send an extra guy through that hole because you can't be as prepared as a starter. Unfortunately, you know, people hate to hear that, but you got to go after it right now.
Back to pass and throwing deep down the right side. This one's complete at the 22-yard line. Making the reception was Bundy, and Bundy has had an excellent first half, sir.
Tell you what, he had him beat by 2 steps. That ball was underthrown. He had to curve it back inside, and he still focused and brought it in.
Huge pickup on the play.
Great throw as well by Coates. So after giving up 2 15-yard penalties on the score to Camden, they're right back at it, are the Rams.
So if you have somebody who may or may not be able to protect for 5 seconds, what do? 3-step drop, throw a fade.
Coates, the snap. He's throwing over the middle. This one's popped up in the air and falls incomplete. You hate to see that if you're the offense. You just can't wait for it to hit the ground, right?
I think it stays up there for at least a minute and a half, but you're waiting for it to come down. Oh, my goodness.
The old tip drill, right?
Yeah, actually, we need to show that was actually a great defensive play by Camden, right? They got his hand in there and popped it up. But that ball just stays up there.
Second down and 10. From the 31-yard line. Blitz by Camden. This one thrown deep to the right side. Too much air under it. Incomplete.
Coach pass intended for number 1, Josiah Gildersleeve.
I need to take a closer look. I don't know if they're adjusting and making the fades or if Camden can play off and end up picking that off. Like if they play off, they may throw a hitch, but we got to watch and see.
That one intended for Gildersleeve. And now third down and 10.
No play timeout. Get a cheap 5.
From the 21. Coates being rushed, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. A jailbreak that met at the quarterback. He really had no shot to escape there.
No, he didn't. And they brought pressure the last 2 plays. So you know they're coming. So you tell your offense, hey, no play. Trips left, no play, timeout. And you get a cheap 5 or you just call timeout and call your next play.
Fourth down.
So certainly not a surprise here, Sam, is Wilson, who has shown a tremendous leg in the kickoff department, will attempt from the 37-yard line, which will be a 47-yard attempt.
I'm just looking to see if there's any boats in the ocean right now in case he hits them out there.
The snap. And this one also may have been blocked, but couldn't get it off. Picked up by Camden as they look to return it along the right sideline and tripped at the 45-yard line on the return.
So good, picked up.
Man, they weren't sure if that was a live ball or not. It's you can tip it and it can get down right there, but pick that ball up and run, son. Let's go.
First down, Panthers.
That's the confusion with the point after touchdown and field goals in high school.
I believe that was Craig Walton on the return. Disappointed we didn't get to see him actually kick that one because we've seen what a strong leg he has on kickoffs, and I had no doubt that he could make that from 47.
Yeah, I don't think the distance was an issue. I think the lack of protection and the fact that there's 4 people next to him while he's kicking the ball. Plus, one of the wings was hurt. He came on the field late, so there was this pressure from both sides. And with the kicker like that, I mean, normally you do what you can, and they're going to be a little sloppy. But when you have a strong-legged kicker, you're going to spend 10, 15 minutes a day on protection because that can give you that 3 points right there. What makes the difference in this game.
Well, that's why they say there's 3 parts to the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Here's Ward, high snap. He's able to bring it down and struggles forward to pick up maybe 1 or 2 yards. I mean, if the protection's no good, but the protection's good and the holder can't hold it, well, the kicker doesn't make it. You've got to put them all together, right, to make that special teams as far as kicking a field goal work.
You know, and it's 100% right. And it's not always worth the time unless you have somebody with a leg like that. Now you want to actually make that part of your offense. I would actually put it in the offensive side and say, you know what, you guys are offense now. It's not third part. You know, make them feel part of the team, make the protection important.
Mm-hmm. Pickup of 2. At the 47-yard line of Camden, they still trail it 13-6.
They haven't gone downtown yet.
Trips to the left side. Quick throw to the right side. This one is complete. Picks up 3, maybe 4 yards just across the midfield line. Looks like that was Coley makes the reception. So just a quick one there, Sam, getting it out of his hands.
And they've been, you know, more successful than not on that. So why not? If they want to give it to you, you can get it, take it. And you know what? Salem's playing smart because they're saying, we'll give you that. You can get your low. You're going to make a mistake at some point. It's just it's a low percentage offensive play versus sitting off on defense. So I get it on both sides.
I mean, obviously, Camden thinks the opposite. Well, we'll complete 3 or 4 or 5. You'll come up, and then we'll hit the big one.
That's the goal.
Ward quickly to the left side. This one's complete for the first down. Bellies back. Spins to the 40-yard line of Salem. Anderson makes the reception. He was wide open and took advantage, cutting it back to the right side.
He definitely curled. He stopped right inside the flat coverage man and curled right mid-alley for the quarterback to hit him right there.
That's good.
Salem can't do much other than get their hands up when he throws the ball because the coverage is not awful. They're just sitting between the zones and you got to match up. But they need to make the passes a little bit tougher. They're not getting to the quarterback as it is. So
first down at the 40 of Salem. We're in the second quarter. Don't know exactly how much time is left. The scoreboard clock is not working. But right here, Camden looking to take the lead. Again, the throw screen to the left side, and again, look to have it set up, but not a good throw.
Number 6, Nazir Dale.
Dale, the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was another one. I know he's getting pressure, but you practice that too. You got to feather that thing in there, and you got to give that man a chance to catch the ball and turn and go. Definitely too hard, and there's a line drive, and wasn't what you wanted. Good call, though.
There are plays that you want what's called a touch pass. That was one of them right there.
Yeah, a little less force on that.
Second down and 10. Still looking to the sideline to get final instructions from the Brain Trust. Camden. Ward again.
There's time.
Throws to the left side again. The completion knocked down at the 32-yard line. Close to a first down, but I think he's going to be a little short. Again, Anderson making the reception.
There's nothing wrong with that on either side of the ball. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I mean,
3rd and 3.
it's good execution on offense, good coverage on defense. Each side is saying the other side is going to break. That's what they're doing.
And those two seem to have a good relationship. Anderson seems to be able to find a dead spot in the zone or find a spot where he can hit him cleanly, and he's been doing it.
And when you feel comfortable with the receiver, you don't worry about aiming or trying to fit in it. You just throw it because he's going to catch it inside the circle anyway. So I'm just going to throw it towards him, and he'll get it.
3rd and long 3, short 4.
This is a good sprint out formation here because they're all in the box.
From the 32. Ward looking, still looking, throws over the middle, too high, intended for Anderson again, but that would have been a tough reception as he was double teamed, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that. There's a flag on the play. That looked like he was reading and came back, but I can tell you right now, they said look to your right, pull the safety over, throw it back to 7 on the backside because that was not a read. He was double covered. Now they may have hit him early. I don't know.
It's against the Rams, the early indication, so depending on the call, it could be an automatic first down.
Almost as good as a catch. They have been doing a good job of taking what Salem is giving them, and they got a little bit greedy on that. I guess somebody saw the safety cheating, but they did not cheat on that.
Pass interference, the call. They move it inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line. So again, Camden gets the benefit of the penalty to pick up the first down at the 18-yard line of Salem. Ward, the give to the right side. Nothing there at all for Dale.
Hand off number 6, Nazir Dale. He goes backwards, tackled by number 10.
Good job by Salem bringing pressure. They said, we're giving you enough, now you have to earn it.
That was the quarterback making the tackle, the 6'1", 230-pound quarterback.
14.
He shot the gap, and there was no chance at all for Dale.
No.
Loss of 6 yards on first down.
No RPO in that one.
So Camden facing a 2nd down and 16 now. From the 24-yard line of Salem. And now another penalty.
What's that?
No, they're waving it off.
Oh, they called timeout before the clock ran out, probably, yeah.
Camden again calls timeout. They trail it 13-6 here in this second quarter of play. Well, if you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. At Halliday Leonard, they'll consult you on the design and assist in the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhomes, and commercial buildings. Get your access together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City. Or you can phone them, 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard. They'll help you make your dream home a reality. Second quarter of play. The Rams continue to lead it 13-6. They have led it right from the get-go, getting a touchdown on a block punt on Camden's first drive, and they've maintained that lead here throughout this first half of play.
So we almost made it to halftime, but I was talking about the official put his hand up for the last few seconds of the play. So it looks like they need to make the quarterback aware of that when he's making his calls here.
Second down, 16. From the 24 of Salem. Here's Ward. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. This one incomplete. He had him. Really a drop there, I think, by Keon Davis.
Absolutely. He fired it on. I mean, again, he has a strong arm. So you got to aggressively attack this ball. You can't pass the lead receiver and have it bounce off of you. You need to go get it.
And they're giving him, as you've said a number of times, excellent protection. He was able to find his intended receiver, that's Davis, and he's just not able to come up with it.
They're gonna want that one back. They're gonna they're gonna want that one back. That's a first down at minimum, if not a score. But they are opening up the offense a little bit now.
Third, sorry.
No, I'm just saying it looks like Salem's was coming, but I was wrong.
3rd and 16, throwing deep to the right side. This one is incomplete. Again, intended for Davis, but now they face a 4th and 16, and at this position on the field, likelihood is they are going to go for it here.
Yeah, I think they have to, and I think we may have answered our deep ball question there.
Too far out of reach.
And when you get opportunities, you know better than most. They have to take advantage of it. They had an opportunity to complete a big one, unable to do so, and now Salem will call timeout late in this first half of
2 minutes,
play.
19 seconds remains in
Old World Tuscany meets Main Street USA at Anata Wine Bar, right in the center of downtown Hamilton. The custom-built wine bar says it all, providing each guest with a look, feel, and taste of Old World Italian tradition. Anata's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages, available by the glass or bottle, and their full bar includes signature martinis and craft beer. Enjoy lunch, dinner, and live music. Anata Wine Bar is perfect for private parties. The Anata Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue, in the heart of Hamilton. Phone 609-704-9797 for reservations or to book your next event. So now it's 4th and 16. Of course, a different situation. Now Salem knows you've got to throw the football.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, are they going to bring pressure, or are they going to give you the time and play defense? They've had more success bringing pressure. If they come back to that dig or the end pattern right there and they complete it, they can get the first.
Or do they try to cross up Salem and say, you think we're going to throw it, we're going to run it. We're going to run a quick hitter right up the middle, and you're going to be out of position. We'll see. That's not happening, and another penalty. Right now it's 4th and 16. Could it be 4th and 21? We'll wait for the indication.
Yeah, unless they're in the neutral zone, it's probably on the offense.
And it is. False start.
False start against the Panthers. That'll back them up 5. 4th down and 20.
So it's interesting how Coach Savage wants to play it here. Rather than do the obvious, maybe they do want to throw a screen or something, a quick hitter or a draw just to cross them up and just see what they can get.
You say to yourself, you can't really punt it because it'll probably go in the end zone or get blocked. You could put it up high, let them intercept it inside the 10 and change field position. Or you have a play that you think can work. They run that.
4th down and 21. Ward stepping to his left, looking downfield, throws kind of sidearm, but incomplete. Malik Red Hubbard was the intended receiver.
You turnover on downs.
Anticlimactic, to say the best. They had him rolling to his left, or he maybe scrambled to his left, I don't know. But you have much more control, at least with a novice thrower or an experienced thrower. He's at least rolling to his dominant side.
So Salem will get the football one more time for this. First half expires. They lead at 13-6. Of course, if they're able to play good defense, Camden, they'll probably start to use their timeouts. Although I don't think they have any left, Sam, because they've been calling a whole bunch of timeouts.
Yeah, I think they may have used them. You're right. Well, Salem will be wise to run the clock out, but looks like they're passing.
And again, the quarterback, that being Coates, is overwhelmed and buried.
Coates gets sacked in the backfield by number 12. Jamie Tyson.
Just the loss of really a couple, as he did step up in the pocket, but the pocket collapsed, and they've been really putting a lot of heat on him the last couple of series.
Which is why I'm surprised that they ran that. There was your surprise draw.
Yeah.
Going to halftime with you know, with the lead here.
Well, the thing to keep in mind, too, is they have the lead and they also get the second half kickoff. So there's no real reason to be
Exactly.
risking anything here and giving Camden an easy score.
Because all they had to do was strip that out.
Coates again, plenty of time. This time throws to the right sideline. This one is picked off along the near sideline at the 44-yard line and steps out of bounds after the pick. That one by Coley.
First down, Panthers.
Just talking about that, Sam, and there it is.
Not sure. I'm trying to see the logic behind that, but I guess they saw that was one of their best plays. But a couple draws, a couple runs.
113 left.
With a little bit over a minute left, passing right there and trying to let Camden get back into the game. What is it, 13-6 you said?
13-6. Well, you just heard the official in the press box, 1:13 left, which means if they picked up the first down, the first half is over. I mean, they could just run out the clock, and now they had an opportunity for Camden to tie it or take the lead.
The worst case scenario is you give Camden the ball back with 12 seconds left or something, whatever. Now they have over a minute. They can clock it so they can run their 4 downs.
They have the football at the 41-yard line of Salem. Tripped right. Ward fires to the right side, and this one is complete to the 30-yard line and run out of bounds inside the 30 at around the 27-yard line. That's Bundy. It's been basically Bundy and Anderson who have really gotten the bulk of the catches here in this first half of play.
Which is amazing because that was a much more difficult pass than some of the passes he struggled with earlier. He's in the middle of the field, threw it outside the numbers, a little high but still on target. That's a difficult pass to throw. Now, he put that touch on those passes across the middle. We're looking at a different score here.
First down at the 27-yard line of Salem. Shifting the receivers. Trips left. Ward again. Steps up. Throws deep down the right side. And this one is caught. But did he catch it? Inbounds, and is it a touchdown? It is.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. That young man went up and got at his highest point. Had the wherewithal to stay in bounds. That is...
Anderson, is that number 1? Who was that? Let's just check. Yes, Anderson made the reception.
Great ball. Great ball. He definitely throws better to his right.
Caught her right at the high point.
He sure did. And he didn't step out of bounds. He pushed the defender up so you have a little room to make an adjustment. Great ball. Great reception. And again, he wasn't a blown coverage. He wasn't beat by 2 steps. It was just a great ball. Yeah, that was a touchdown, right? So now they're going to go for 2.
Again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Another whistle before the play gets underway. Marker. So again, the Panthers have an illegal substitution, and the last time they tried to, same thing happened, Sam. They were pushed back 5 yards, and it just makes it a lot more difficult.
It's part of his strategy here
Okay.
to get more room.
So every time you go for 2, you're going to commit a penalty, push you back 5 yards.
You need some more room.
Well, that's what they say. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot less room to operate here when you're close to the goal line. That's what everybody tells you.
That's our story. We're sticking to it. But now, 12-13, they get 2, 14. You've given up the lead, and you didn't have to.
No. Well, as they say, decisions have consequences. And right there you saw a perfect example of that. Ward, the toss, right side to Dale. Cuts back and cuts in for the 2-point conversion. He just had a nice wide open there, Sam. They just had tremendous blocking on the right side. He really didn't face any opposition at all.
No, he didn't. What he did was he waited till the last minute and cut it back. That was actually a really good run.
Camden, 14, Salem.
So now 14-13. Camden takes the lead with not much time at all, probably under a minute left here in this first half of play. Well, winning teams know that the key to success is getting the job done right the first time. For over 100 years, Calvi Electric has applied that philosophy to their business to offer an unparalleled level of electrical expertise and service to every single customer. Now you can bring Calvi's expertise into your home for your electrical problems or improvements, and they can install solar panels that will save you money. Make Calvi Electric a part of your winning team. Call 609-345-0151 or visit calvielectric.com.
They need to make sure this kickoff is inbounds. All right, and they want to get them to run it and make a nice open field tackle. You don't want to kick it out of bounds, give them the ball a little far, give them a play to throw it deep here.
Camden takes the lead, 14-13, with just a few seconds left here in this first half of play, and Dale will kick it away.
6, Nazir Dale on the kick.
Selby is back.
Bundy, number 2, Anthony Selby back deep to return.
And Bundy to receive it. He might just kick it along the ground. Timeout called by the officials. Don't know if...
Ball fell off the tee.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I just saw some lightning.
Did you?
Right over there.
Take it to halftime, guys. Take it. Fell off again. Safety's going to have to hold it. There you go.
See if they can get this first half completed, because anytime you see lightning in a high school game, they have to wait 30 minutes before they can resume. You hear the thunder. And
There's your accompanying thunder, yeah. We saw the lightning.
This one picked up by Bundy. Bundy up the middle, and he's hit at the 15-yard line, maybe short of the 15-yard line, another marker on the play. We've had a whole bunch of yellow linen on the field.
Yeah, maybe across the helmet or face mask or something here. Let's see. Oh, blocking below the waist? Is that what it is? All right.
Shot block. Against Salem.
So the chop block, and there's another lightning bolt just to our left. Thus far, they have really not enforced that rule here, Sam.
Really?
Well,
I mean just now they haven't early.
They're
Okay.
still playing.
Oh, I thought you meant for the previous games. I know the
No.
rain came at the end of the.
Yeah, I didn't see any lightning. It was just kind of a shower.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I was looking to see where the cloud was because it was raining, but it was still kind of blue skies and sunny. So, but here, different situation.
Yeah.
They may just run out the clock here and take a knee just so they can get off the field. Officials now maybe stopping it here. Let's see.
All right, that should be enough.
There's another
one.
Yeah.
Got surprised they don't immediately. What's the trainer? I was going to say the trainers usually would pull people off the field.
And they are being pulled off the field now, so they're going to call it the first half.
End of the first half. Halftime here.
Called because of lightning. So we've played one full half here at Ocean City's Cary Stadium. 14-13, Camden leads it. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays until 7, Saturdays till 6, Sundays until 4. Help just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. And when you visit Cary Stadium this weekend, be sure to visit the tented area produced by Philadelphia Eagles during halftime. And between games, the Eagles offer games and other activities for kids. Eagles cheerleaders will be there along with Swoop, the Eagles mascot, the Eagles prep band, and lots more. It's all happening on the east end of Cary Stadium. And if you're planning a party and want to make it a special one, get It's a Rodeo, custom on-site catering involved. Rodeo Catering has provided a wide variety of food and drink to gatherings all over New Jersey. From birthday parties to wedding receptions to spectacular tailgating at major sports events. When you plan your next event, make your first call to Rodeo, 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo Custom Catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. So we're at halftime, 14-13. Camden has come back from a 13-0 deficit to take the lead, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff shortly. All right, back here at Carey Stadium at Ocean City, Tony Blum and Sam Jenkins as we will start the second half. Camden on top of Salem 14-13, and they just took that lead, Sam, at the very end of that first half of play, and that, of course, happened after the interception by Camden where Salem chose to throw the football, where if they picked up one first down, they probably could have just run out the clock and gone into halftime leading 13-6.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to fault somebody for being aggressive, but, I saw a different way out of the first half than they chose. But, live and let live. They made the choice. Now they are where they are. Other than that, they've done a really good job today, coaching their players up, taking advantage of what they have, and playing within themselves. They're not trying to do too much. They just got a little overextended towards the end of the half. We'll see what happens during the second half.
All right. Lopez to kick it away. Check that, pardon me. That will be Dale kicking it away for Camden. End over end, hit it to the right side. Picked up at the 20-yard line. Cutting to his left, now spinning to the 30-yard line.
Ball steal by number 4, Monty Brady. Brought down by number 27.
So they'll start out from their own 29-yard line.
I'd like to see them. That's a third kickoff. So I'd like to see them adjust to that and not have the ball hit the ground, because nothing good happens from that. At some point, they have to realize how deep he kicks and align their guys up.
Another player for Salem shaken up. Come out to attend to him. I want to tell you about Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street on the boardwalk in Ocean City. It's a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 10 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend. And they will give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Ocean City's Gillian Wonderland Pier, 6th on the boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at Gillians.com. And a lot of people, especially people who live down here, say that September is the best month of the entire summer. Because, as they say, the shoobies are gone and they can enjoy the beach.
Oh, that's a big loss. Let's see if he can come back.
That's Amari Smith. The give up the middle for 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, both teams are utilizing the counter action right there. Block down and kick out. They both have positive yards, at least 4 yards each time they run it.
Smith on the carry. That tackle by Nair Graham for Camden. Pick up of 4 yards for the Rams, down 14-13. Motion to the left side, and now it's going to be a legal procedure. Motion. Some confusion right from the start of that play, Sam.
Yeah, that was one they either installed late this week or they drew up at halftime, because the timing wasn't quite right at that one.
2nd and 11.
So now that'll bring up a 2nd down at 11. Ball moved back inside the 30-yard line to the 27. They need the 39. Coates with the snap, steps up in the pocket, just does give it away before he's double teamed, but an errant throw. Seemed like there was a little miscommunication there. He threw it to the outside. The receiver looking for it to the inside.
Yeah, the receiver kept running. It looked like he should have pulled. It was at the first down marker. If he would have pulled it right there. I'm not sure what the pattern was, but I tell you what, the quarterback thought he was going to be there.
And of course, many times, matter of fact, most times, I guess, when you're the quarterback, you practice with those receivers. You expect them to be at a spot so you can throw the football before they actually make their cut.
Yeah, they're both reading that blitz. It looks totally different from a receiver position than from a quarterback position.
Coach gets a block. Now there's a marker on the play. undoubtedly that's going to be holding as he's run out of bounds
Guy Coates scrambles out of the pocket. Pick up about 10.
at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that normally happens when you scramble and the defender tries to pull off and you want to maintain your block. What happens? You grab a little bit of jersey.
That's the call, holding against the Rams.
Against the offense. Backs him up 10. 3rd and 21.
That'll cost him 10 more yards. Put down right about 11 or 12-yard line, so 3rd down, and see how aggressive they want to be here.
I was just thinking about that. At this point, I'm going to sit back in my cover 4, cover 3, but let them catch it in front of me and rally to the ball, or let them try and throw it deep and pick it off.
Coates, the snap, rolling to his right. Throws it on the run deep to the right side, but that one out of bounds. 3 defenders there for Camden, but that one uncatchable as it was thrown out of bounds. And now 4th down. So right here, Sam, an opportunity for Camden off those penalties to get real good field position.
Has Salem punted today?
Good question. I don't think they have.
Because I don't remember looking at their punt protection to see if there's a spot to take advantage of. This might be the first punt, and I know one of the key players is out, so you got to look at that.
But it's the same kicker, Mr. Wilson. So if his leg is as strong punting as it is kicking off and with field goals, although we didn't see an opportunity for him to kick it because the kick he was attempting from 47 was blocked. So here he is kicking from his own goal line.
What he could do is outkick his coverage if he really does have a strong leg.
The snap, the kick, it's a beauty. And they're just going to let it fall and roll. And I know that's one of your favorite plays. And I've heard a couple of other coaches here today say, catch the ball. That probably cost him, 10, 15 yards.
Not only that, it's a, 40, 50-yard punt. They're not getting down there that fast. They're going to bunch up. You catch the ball, you run to the sideline. Who knows what you can do? I mean, that, again, those little things are field position at the very least, and maybe even set up for a score. Now you have 25.
Yeah, you were anticipating getting really good field position from where they kicked it at their own goal line, and if the receiver would have caught the football, he would have at least have saved 10, 12 yards and may have gotten a lot more. Because as you said, the coverage team may not have been down there that quickly, and he would have had some room to run.
Yep. You have to be selfish and greedy as a punt returner. I'm going to catch this no matter what and go. If you're nervous or careful, that's not the position for you.
Camden with the football the first time this half, leading at 14-13. Gives straight up the middle. Nice room across the 30-yard line to the 31-yard line.
Hand off to number 6, Nazir Dale.
Dale on the carry.
54, Benjamin Pittman. Gain of 4 on the play.
Good football on both sides. I like to see good hard running like that. No dancing in the hole. Nice hard running because I'm going to get what I'm going to get. Defense there to bow up when the play comes to them. It's good football all around.
Well, both teams seem to be better at running between the tackles than they do trying to go outside, because the speed on both teams really takes that away.
Yep.
Second and 6. Quick pitch over the middle, and don't know who this was intended for, either Anderson or Selby, but neither one of them could catch it.
Pass intended for Keon Davis.
Yeah, even if the receiver slowed down a little bit, he threw it behind him a little bit.
That was, Keon Davis, not Selby.
Right.
So now 3rd down and 6.
They went back to the slants. I was looking for them to go back to the curls when they can protect the straight drop back a little bit better than even the 3-step. So find those windows, throw it to Anderson, and see what happens. That's pretty much the formula for them, for success for them.
Trips to the right side. 3rd and 6. Stepping up in the pocket, now throwing on the run, and this one is complete.
Nice catch. There's
Going down to get it was Teron Davis.
Pass complete to number 4, Teron Davis. That's good.
First down.
First down.
He's had a number of throws like that where the receiver has gone down and gotten it. So in the stats, you don't see the receiver making a great catch. You just see a completion.
Right.
But the receiver really made that completion, but it was a good throw.
the needle's tilted to the receivers right now. They're making plays versus the quarterback making. Although he had a great pass on that touchdown pass over there, so I'll give him that one. But generally, these receivers are getting the ball. They're doing a good job. With Salem all over their backs, they're not like wide open.
Again, looking to throw. Ward rolling right, complete to Davis. Davis struggles forward across the 45-yard line to the 48-yard line.
Number 9, Manuel McFarland.
Looks like Ward does still have a nice sense of the pocket, able to step up and move in the pocket. You talk about, well, he's not a running quarterback. You don't have to be a running quarterback. If you have that feel in the pocket and you can get the pass away, like a Tom Brady, for instance, he's not a runner, but has the feel for the pocket.
Yeah, it's all about buying yourself more time and buying your receivers more time to get open. So whatever you have to do, if it's shuffle out, slide out, sprint and stop, buy more time. They have the line that looks like to sit back and pick this team apart if they're patient.
2nd down and 4 from the 48.
Now they're going to send some pressure.
This one, the give. Dale looking to sweep the left side, and he's going to be unable to make the turn. Pretty much got back to the line of scrimmage, and as we just mentioned, difficult for either of these teams to get outside.
No, I'm telling you what, Camden, Salem, it's a good track meet because right about now the speed is about equal. But where's the reverse? All right, use that speed against you. Reverse, throwback, pass, something. Everything is just straight outside.
Actually lost a couple of yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Camden. From their own 46-yard line.
Look for one of these number 2 or number 3 receiver here to curl right on the OC sign.
Here's Ward. Throws deep down the left side. Incomplete.
Ward's pass intended for number 1, Mean Anderson. Falls
Anderson had a step, just could not get to it. That'll bring up 4th down.
I like it. It was just covered. You needed a perfect pass.
Right.
But I like the idea. Look, we're gonna go after it. I like it. Already done on 2nd down, but I like the idea.
Well, plus they have to now be concerned about that, right?
Right.
They can take it deep. Didn't make a play, but they can.
Number 20, Zaire Fleming on the punt for the Panthers.
Fleming will
Number
kick
4,
it.
Ramonji Bundy back to return the punt.
Coming after it, and this one just straight up like in a silo. Gets a Salem bounce, and it's going to be down right at
Punt takes a Salem bounce.
the midfield line. As a matter of fact, it was a negative punt there because, well, maybe a 3-yard punt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All those statisticians are going to say, see, that's why you go for it on 4th down. you made no difference. I don't know if they're right or wrong, but if you don't have a punter, then you can throw for a 5-yard hook, get the first.
It's interesting, Sam, because you thought when they punted when the first time they had the football back in their own territory that Camden was going to get great field position. They get the ball, and this is the result of the punt. It's almost as if now they've moved the football to midfield.
That's
So
exactly
a good exchange for them, field position-wise.
I'm not going to single out any person, but you catch the ball, this whole thing happens 20 yards further downfield. Field position is important, especially in this game. A 1-point game.
Anthony Selby has nowhere to run, loses 6 yards on 1st down.
That's been decided by mistakes.
Loss of about 6 on the play. 2nd and 16.
So second down and 16 now for Salem. Down 14-13. 6:52 left in the third. Coates throws to the right side. This one complete along the right sideline and run out of bounds somewhere around the 42, 43-yard line.
So these are the things you won't see, but Camden hit a linebacker that last play, and it's little coaching points. You know, he ran right into the blocker. I mean, the blocker's there, you're running. You got to go around him. I mean, you're running right into him. You're making his block.
Gildersleeve with a reception. Now quick throw to the right side. It's complete. And I think he was knocked out of bounds before he reached that first down marker.
Gain of about 4 on the play.
Gildersleeve again makes the reception. So now a fourth down here for the Rams.
4th and 5, right? Oh, no. I
think it's 4th and 2.
There you go.
4th and 2.
Will they go to the air here? Coates resetting Selby in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. And at 230 pounds, he made the right decision.
Yeah, he knocked somebody's helmet off. That's what you do with a 230-pound quarterback.
But he did have room to make the first down before there was that collision. First down for the Rams.
This is an example of playing within yourself. I know they want to do a bunch of other plays. I know they have a bunch of stuff in the playbook, but they are playing within themselves. This is very efficient.
At the 37-yard line of Camden. The first down, low snap, but Coates picks it up. Throws to the left flat. This one is incomplete, intended for Bundy. Bundy might have been looking at the defender coming up on him, taking his eye off the ball.
That flash of white wasn't lightning. It was that Camden player he saw out there. He said, hello. So he took his eyes off the ball a little bit, but it happens to us all. For who, for what?
Yeah. Self-preservation, because he probably would have been lit up by the defender if he did catch it. Second down and 10. Coates, they give left side, nothing there. Able to bull forward for maybe a couple. That was Coates on the carry again. So he said, hey, look, I had success on that fourth down. I'm going to do more of this.
I used to tell my coordinator, you want to score. If you don't score, then you take us throughout this whole quarter and get us to the fourth quarter. That's worth, 3 or 4 points right there. If you take all this time off the clock and get this game to the fourth quarter and then, get your score then, you're eliminating Camden's chance to score. So this is a nice long drive.
But now they face a third down and 9. Coates sets, throws deep to the left side, and he had his receiver Bundy, and he just could not bring it in. Couldn't handle.
That'll be fourth down and 9 to go.
They had him by 2 steps. They couldn't decide whether to turn in, thumbs down, turn out, thumbs out.
That's a long walk back to the sidelines, but he had him. He'll have another opportunity.
Yeah.
But as you know, more than most, you don't get those opportunities that often.
You do not. Let me see if Camden is lined up. Good fake punt territory.
Number 12, Nathan Wilson.
Well, Wilson will kick it just inside the midfield line. It's a low snap. He gets it away high, quivering spiral, and take it in inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
He'd get his technique down. He'd be a heck of a punter.
Teron Davis catches it, and Camden will have the football again. 5:14 left in the third. They lead at 14-13. Both teams, Sam, have shown really flashes offensively, where they've had some really nice plays, but the consistency of the drives, able to put plays together back to back to back, has probably not been there for both teams.
No, that may have been the longest drive of the, in term time-wise, the longest drive of the game.
See what Camden can do with it. Here's Ward. Fumble.
Do they keep it?
It's loose. Salem saying they got it. Officials need to confirm.
Bad things happen at the bottom of that pile.
And it is Salem football. And there was some problem with the exchange, and then it seemed like he got it in, the ball carrier, and then he just kind of dropped it. So a huge break for Salem.
They have to take advantage of this. With the struggles they had, they have to take advantage of this. And they don't need it this play. They can work it. They can work themselves down.
Ball seems to be placed down right at the 10-yard line. It's not first and goal, however. Probably mark it at the 12-yard line. The give is to Selby. Has
ball
room now. Did he fumble it, and it was picked up by a teammate?
Yeah.
For the touchdown.
It was a 9.
And it's good for Rams touchdown.
That one was in the back of the playbook, I think.
I think that was Emmanuel Lane carrying it in off the fumble. So they take the lead back again, get the great field position with the turnover, the fumble, and then on the first play they get a break as they fumbled it right back, but picked up alertly by a teammate, Lane, and he takes it in. The kick is no good. Not because of the kicker Wilson, but because the snap was very low and the ball was not placed down very, very well, and it's no good. So it's now 19 to 14.
So first installation next week is a fake off the PAT. They gotta stop that people from coming off the corner like that. That ain't the run a fake to slow them down.
Johnson's Popcorn is known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. They're open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940. And Shoppy's is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shoppy.com. Remember, you are not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shoppy since 1921, starting a new century.
Number 4 is Ron Davis, and number 10 Quan Brittingham. Back deep to receive the kick.
So again, Wilson will kick it away. But they retake the lead. Here's that kick again. They just look at it really over their head and through the end zone.
Wilson's kick goes out of the end zone for a touchback.
You don't want to mess with something that's working, but you wonder if you can pooch it and make them fair catch inside the 20. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or get your guys more time to get down there to force them to fair catch it. But, you know, that's working.
So Camden with the football again, now trailing at 19 to 14. Been a strange game. Some crazy plays in this game.
Yeah, you couldn't predict any of these scores how it is, but Cam needs to put together a good drive here and wait for the big play, because I don't know that they're going to drive 80 yards, but a few plays and then maybe a big play after that might get them something.
So they will open for business at their 20-yard line. Throwing to the right sideline and completing. Run out of bounds.
Pass is complete to number 4
for a first down.
Davis.
Davis makes the reception. Off the Ward throw. He was just standing there waiting for the ball.
It's been there all day.
Well, if they're going to give him that, I mean, they just got to keep going to that until Salem makes some sort of adjustment.
Absolutely. You call 2 plays in the huddle. They line up that like that. You run that. If not, run the second one.
At the 34. The give off the right side, cutting back to the 39-yard line. That was Dale, able to avoid a tackle at the line of scrimmage.
That is definitely the top running play today. Actually, both teams. The counter has been the top running play today. So, 2 good calls.
5-yard advance on first down.
Now, second, I don't know if Salem's going to bring some pressure now, expecting a pass, or they're going to wait to third down.
2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Their own 39, trailing at 19-14, pardon me. Ward sets, being rushed, rolling to his left, looking downfield, and incomplete.
Man, shame. He had a second level receiver wide open.
Malik Red Hubbard, the intended receiver.
Yeah.
35.
As you say, rolling to his left, right-hand thrower, it's tough.
Yeah. I'm looking at the official that keeps the play clock, and every play he's counting off. Camden takes it down to within 5 seconds every play. It's right at the bottom of our screen.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter that much with the incompletion because it stops the clock. But if you're trailing, you think you'd want to preserve some of the time and get it off quicker.
Right. It's just, get people lined up and allow for mistakes.
Over the middle, a catch wide open.
There's the big play.
Outside the 40-yard line. Continues driving, looking to cut it back, and he's knocked down inside the 30 at the 25-yard line. Same targeted receiver, Malik Red Hubbard. This time he hooks up with him, and Hubbard does the rest.
There's the effort we talked about earlier. These kids, they have everything in the world that says you can't do something, but they firmly believe in what they're doing.
Hubbard 5'10", 170. First down. Ball marked at the 29-yard line of Salem. Now the give to the right side, shedding a tackler at the line of scrimmage and run out of bounds. Dale on the carry, but played well by Salem.
Yeah.
Penalty now against Camden.
So they made Salem pull a backer out of the box to close up the passing lanes, and they went right to the run, which makes sense. But they still played it pretty well because you can't go side to side on either team.
Going to be a 10-yard walk-off.
Was it holding?
I believe it was, yeah.
10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Block in the back. Nonetheless, ball moved back to the 40-yard line. 1st and 21.
Let's see if the coaches have the patience just to get 5 or 6, or they're going to try and get the 20.
Ward with a snap. Really good protection. Now steps up. He's going to take it himself with room. Directing his blockers as he's inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Ward keeps it himself. Gain of about 9 on the play.
I'll take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday. That's exactly what you want.
Sure, you get that 9-yard advance on first down. Now it cuts that down to a 12-yard on second down. Much easier.
And you know what? Another side effect is the rushers are now peeking around, seeing if you're going to scramble, and they're not focusing on getting to the quarterback, which allows you to have more time, which allows you to complete more passes. It's like a pitcher who hits a home run. He's helping his own cause here.
Point, counterpoint. You do this, we're going to do that, and we have to adjust. Ward throws to the right sideline. This one is complete again and knocked out of bounds quickly was Davis.
That's a comeback. That's hard to defend. That's just tough. That ball was either caught or is out of bounds.
Pass complete to number 2, Keon Davis.
They'll mark it right at the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2-3 for Camden. But, of course, this probably is, assuredly is, as a matter of fact, 4-down territory. But they have really been in sync in this drive, Sam. They really look like...
They have. Their penalties are the only thing that stopped them. Now let's see. You have to run this inside.
Bad snap. Ward jumps on top of it, but then he's decked by Benjamin Pittman. Good to see him in the game because he went out.
Taped up at halftime because they need him. That was a great play. I know it was a errant snap, but still.
But now, a much more difficult situation. 4th down and 7 or 8.
Loss of 4 on the play. 4th and 8.
It's an important drive. I don't know why they don't want to cheat 5 yards with the no play timeout. I know I'm like insane over this, but why not? Put a little motion into it. Shift.
Let's see what the call is here. For Camden on a 4th down, we'll call it 8. Ward throws over the middle. This one is caught at the 10-yard line, still driving,
Anderson.
And he is in for the touchdown. He fumbles the ball, but that's after he crosses the plane. What a tremendous play by Anderson and a great throw by Ward.
Number 1, Mean Anderson.
They gave the signal. I'm busy watching the play. Are they marking him down? What are they doing here?
I saw the official raise his hand, so I don't know.
They're marking. No, it looks like a touchdown because they're putting at the. What are they doing here?
Well, they still have 14 up on the scoreboard, so for Camden, that is.
Definitely touchdown.
Yeah, okay, 2019. So again, they will go for 2, and let's see if they're going to have a 5-yard penalty here.
See, they didn't have the penalty, and that ruined the whole play.
No good on the attempt.
Why do I think this is going to come down to a Salem field goal attempt?
That's true, yeah.
This has that feeling.
But Camden retakes the lead with 1:23 left here in this 3rd quarter. They now lead it 20-19. Well, if you or somebody you know hopes to continue playing sports in college, Bill Shawcross at Crossover Productions can help. Bill can assist you in putting your best foot forward with a professionally produced highlight video at an affordable price. All sports are welcome and no job too big or too small. Bill Shawcross has more than 25 years of experience recording sporting events and creating edited videos. Call Bill 609-513-8950 to talk about putting together a video presentation that will get your colleges interested. Crossover Productions, producing quality videos since 1991. So Camden looking very good on that drive and able to cash it in on the completion. Ward to Anderson to take the lead.
Number 6, Nazir Dale on kickoff for the Panthers. Number 4, Ramaji Bundy. Number 2, Anthony Selby back deep to return.
Bundy and Selby back. This one taken by Bundy starts left. Now the reverse across the 30-yard line. Maybe right at the 30. They're going to mark it at the 31-yard line.
They got to fight this momentum swing here. This is a great time for Salem to go the same exact style of plays they had before and march down the field and take a little bit of oomph out of Camden's D.
They trail it now 20-19. It's been a seesaw affair, although the Rams did take the early 13-0 lead, but Camden came back to take the lead at halftime, and Salem scored in that third quarter, and Camden did as well.
Came right back.
Coates cutting left, taking himself to the 35-yard line. On the markers down, we might see another face mask here. We'll have to see how it plays out. But we've seen more and more of Coach running the football after he got that fourth down conversion.
Face mask.
That's what the call is, a face mask.
Face mask against the Panthers.
And as we mentioned, Coates is a big dude, 6'1", 230, a junior.
15-yard penalty and a Rams first down.
Yeah, sometimes you got to grab on whatever you can find with doing a 30-pound QB. So
that's 6'1", no less. So he's not 6'5", 230. He's 6'1", so he's stocky and he's well built.
Mm-hmm.
Tough to bring down. Takes the snap, gives off to Bundy off the right side. Bundy with a couple, but then stacked up and thrown back.
And off to number 4, Ramaji Bundy. Brought down by number 16, Craig Walton. Gain of 1 on the play.
All right, tried to go off tackle there. Had a little leakage on the inside and about a half-yard gain.
Walton makes the stop for the Panthers. Second down and 9, just inside Camden territory at the 49. Coates, they give again up the middle. Pounding, may have picked up a yard. That's about it.
Yeah,
tough going there.
Keep it on the ground, you know.
And off to number 2, Anthony Selby.
That was Selby getting the call, and that brings up a third down. Really no gain on that play at all.
Gain of 1.
Third down and 9.
3rd and 8.
Quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
That's the end of
with the score, Camden with the lead barely 20-19. Live video coverage of the West Jersey Football League's first Battle at the Beach is being produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and SportsX Network. The executive producers are Ari Bluestein, Dean Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik is our producer at Carey Stadium, and Bill Shawcross is our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch live action by going to primeevents.net and selecting live video streaming from the menu. So we begin the fourth quarter about as tight as you can get, 2019. Seems like they're going more to the run, and in particular, Mr. Coates carrying the football.
Kind of on the edge of your seat, wait for either the next big play or the next big mistake. I mean, that's going to decide this, you know?
Yeah. Well, obviously in this game, you have to say that Salem has really gotten the better of it break-wise. In the beginning of the game, obviously, they block a punt to get the touchdown. Right there in the third quarter, they were able to recover a fumble deep in Camden territory. They take it in for the touchdown.
After they fumble.
Yes.
And then their teammate picks it up and scores. So I would say, yeah, luck is on their side today.
Mm-hmm. Third down and 8. Coates being rushed, and he's going to be decked, although with not some effort by Coates. But he was knocked down. The initial hit did not get him down, but then he got help.
We almost witnessed the next big mistake. I mean, he just go down, man. Go down, take the sack. You got a punter who can punt it to the 5-yard line. There's no reason to get a whole quarter left.
Time on Tyson with the initial hit.
Number 12,
Jaimon,
Nathan
that is
Wilson
Tyson,
on punt.
initial hit. Wilson again will kick it away.
4, Ron Davis.
Davis back to receive it at his 20. Flag is down. Looked like there might have been some movement before the kick.
You just got to work over this year about getting a good drop on that punt, and he can learn how to turn the ball over. He's gonna be a heck of a punter.
5-yard walk-off for a false start against the Rams. Ball moved back inside the 35-yard line, barely inside the 35-yard line. Let's see if this one is caught.
You have a lot of extra guys out there.
Timeout called by Salem.
Timeout.
Little confusion, as you say. They may have had too many players on the field and didn't want to get another penalty.
No.
Tolson Consulting can help you. Tolson Consulting specializes in labor management relations as well as government relations. With over 30 years of experience, Tolson Consulting is capable of meeting all of your labor relations needs. Call Rich Tolson, 609-468-0704. Rich is the 1976 graduate of Ocean City, proud former Raider, and happy to be part of the Battle at the Beach at Carey Stadium, the best setting for high school football in New Jersey. Looking at the Atlantic Ocean right here from our press box location. So they'll try it again. 4th down, the punter is Wilson. High snap, and again we've got a marker. Again, we may have false start.
Flag on the play.
Is he shifting the ball? What?
False start.
Yeah, the punter Wilson is saying, "What's going on here, guys?" You can see him talking to his lineman, say, "Hey, look, give me a chance here. I mean, I'm good, but." So now the ball moved back to the 30, and he's going to be kicking it from the 17. Davis awaits. Here's the kick. It's end over end, not real deep.
Come on.
Coming up for it, and he is hit. He is hit before the ball got there. No question about that. He was decked, and he's okay, but he took a big hit.
Flags all over the field.
That's going to go against the Rams. No question about that.
Yeah, I mean, early in the game we had some extracurriculars, but that time those guys come into his defense, you almost have to say, I see why you're doing it. You can't do it, but I see why you're doing it.
Yeah, it's a matter of timing. If you do it a second later, then it's fine. Although it depends. It could be targeting. It could be unnecessary roughness. But obviously right there he got to the receiver.
I think Savage wants to reject it because he did throw an elbow. Flying elbow.
So we got interference with making the catch, and we also have a personal foul against the Rams. So we'll see what the walk-off in total will be if they add both of those penalties together, Sam.
It just reminds me of our latter days at Temple. We were playing Clemson, and one of my guys, we both for the Hawks, did the exact same thing, except he wasn't even that close. The guy didn't even get the ball, lit him up. It was terrible. But, after we lost 75-0,
Okay.
the one hit we got there.
So it is going to be these penalties added on together, 15 and now another 15. So a 30-yard penalty against Salem.
You can't do that. There's no room for that in football at all, especially high school football.
Penalty goes against.
If you want to scare them, run by them, do something, that's great. But that doesn't serve any purpose.
Panther first down from the 30-yard line.
So Camden will have the football at the 30-yard line of Salem after a 30-yard walk-off for interference with the ability to make the catch, and then a personal foul for unnecessary roughness.
30 yards with 10 minutes left in the game. There's very few times, worst times to do that.
Yeah, you get 30 yards without having to snap the football one time. You'll take it.
The best Salem can hope for is a change of field position here because they can run 3 plays and punt or do whatever. But
10:41 left in this ball game.
good defense.
Off left tackle for a couple is
Direct snap to number 6, Nazir Dale.
Dale.
Takes it out across the middle.
Picks up
Pick up a 2
3.
play. Second down.
It's good to see the team that can compose themselves after that big hit. It looks like the team is going to be victorious here. Now, who's going to be the one that can say, you know what, let me focus back on the game, or I'm going to get them back. I'm going to do, all that does not win you football games. All you young players out there, get your mind back on the game and get ready to play.
Composure, big part of it. Sometimes it's really tough. I mean, emotions are part of this game. There's no question about it. So it's
Tell
tough
me about it.
sometimes to control those emotions, but that's being smart. Dale busts up the middle for 3 more
And off to number 6, Nazir Dale.
to the 26-yard line.
Brought down by number 54, Benjamin Pittman.
Looking to mix it up here, going to the running game.
How about that, huh? Pittman's everywhere. Pittman's been, since he's come back, he's been everywhere. I'm assuming they're setting something up there. Play action,
And 6.
something.
Pittman is 6'3" and 285 pounds as well, so, and very agile. Just a junior, he'll be back next year.
Yeah, he's a productive player.
So now 3rd down and 6 for Camden, and the whistle sound, and Camden will take a timeout. Big play here for the Panthers, and they want to talk it over. 8 minutes, 58 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Camden leads it 20-19. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. At Halliday Leonard, they'll consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhomes, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard, 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them 609-398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. So Coach Savage wanted to talk it over with the powers that be there on the sideline and get the right play here. They lead it 20-19, but they certainly would like to move it up by another 6 or 7 points.
You know, so the question is this a first down play or is this a 3 or 4 yard play and they're going to have another one? That's what they're deciding.
Ward fires to the right side, and it's caught for the first down, and then he's knocked down, pushed back and knocked down. That's Calvin Coley.
They're getting close to another penalty. You can't lift him up and slam him down like that.
Yeah, I mean, that was forward progress. He has the first down, or at least it appears he has the first down. They haven't moved the sticks yet. But they say, no, he did not get the first down, so it's 4th and a yard for Camden. So will we see Lewis Ward under center again? Or will it be Dale?
But even their least successful running plays have given them a yard or so they can just hit this up the middle. Where's the official at the time? There he goes, starting to count.
And they have good size on the offensive line, so they break and come out. 4th and a yard.
1, 2. All right.
Dale gets the call. He's grabbed in the backfield, but able to spin forward. I think that spin might have gotten him the first down. Let's see. Depends on the mark. I mean, from where the ball is placed down, and when you look at the stick on the far sideline, it appears he does have the first down.
It's a great play by one of those defensive linemen in there.
Well, they're going to bring the sticks out. They're going to measure. Ball is resting the nose of the football right on the 20-yard line.
If it's on the line, isn't that a first down?
I believe it is.
Because the first stick's on the line, so the lines are 10 yards apart.
And it is a first down by just a couple of inches. He just got it.
Dale's rush is good for Panthers.
And it was that
First
extra
down.
spin, Sam, that extra effort that got the first down.
The B button on your controller, the spin. Well, he was lucky because his spin, he landed on the Salem defender rather than on the ground, so, rolling over, that's where the spot was. So if not, he would have been in the backfield.
So at the 20-yard line of Salem, the drive kept alive by the outstanding run by Dale. It was only for a yard, but it was important.
Don't forget they started with a 30-yard penalty. Is that Coach Savage giving them the business over there?
Looks like another illegal substitution on Camden. I think that's their third or more of the game. Moves the ball back 5 yards. Now, okay, it's the first game of the season.
Yeah, there's a little bit of this that you have to expect. I get that.
But I'm sure if he sees it next week, there's going to be a different reaction.
Tell you what, if they come out of a timeout and do it again, it should be a different reaction. Because there's times to do it, and coming out of a timeout is not one of those times.
Goldie splits far out to the right side. Anderson to the left.
Yeah, Anderson by himself over here for skinny post.
The give right side, nothing there at all.
He didn't do that all day. It's first time dancing today.
Yeah.
He didn't do that all day. Oh, turnover.
He fumbled the football. He couldn't see it from here, but they say, yes, he did lose it.
Fumble on the play recovered by number 11, Amare Smith.
And Salem has recovered. Smith making the recovery.
That whole run looked different. It wasn't what he's been doing all day long.
6:26 remaining in this fourth quarter.
It's about 4-minute drive. Yeah, they make it interesting, don't they?
Lots of mistakes in this ball game, especially on the Camden side. Lost 2 fumbles, had a punt blocked for a touchdown.
All right, I got a question for you. This is kind of odd. It might be me. Isn't that kicking net supposed to be kicked into the other direction?
What's that?
The kicking net.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
It's not supposed to lean back, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Coates takes the snap. He's hit as he throws, and too much air under. Intended for Zaheem Jones at the 45 of Camden.
Pass intended for number 3, Zaheem Jones. Calls incomplete. Second down.
We've seen Coates run a lot more in this second half than he did in the first half. But Camden continues to put pressure on Coates when he looks to throw the football. Second down at 10.
He's not going to be able to sit in the pocket. He can either scramble once he drops back or just design sprint out. I mean, there's ways to buy him time. But a quick strike like that is low percentage.
Second and 10 from the 30. Again, feeling the heat, throws to the right side. This one's tipped up in the air, but just could not come down with it was Antoine Still Jr.
Tell you what, you want to draw up how to cover your zones and get between the receiver and the quarterback. I think 3 Camden defenders were in front of the receiver, the receivers and the quarterback. That was good defense right there.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Dropping into your area and playing it. That's what you call playing defense as a team right there.
Yep. Keep that 45-degree angle on the receiver, on the quarterback. You drop, you adjust. Good job.
Third down now and 10. Coates with a snap. Coates steps up again, looking to run the football. Being chased, throws on the run all alone at the 45. Making the reception, continues driving, and he's knocked down inside the 45 at the 43-yard line. That's Zaheem Jones. And right there, his running ability kind of put Camden in a bind because what do they do? And all alone was Jones, makes the catch, and then makes some yards after the catch.
We just said something about getting him out of the pocket, right? That's where he operates best. He puts them in a bind. He's going to run. He's going to pass, and the receiver's going to adjust.
So a huge third down pickup.
It's okay to send pressure, but you got to send it from the outside to keep him in the pocket.
The give off the right side for 3, maybe 4. Selby on the carry.
And off number 2, Anthony Selby. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
We'll give it a 3-yard advance for Salem, looking to retake the lead. Ball at the 39-yard line of Camden.
I like what Salem's doing here. They're like, we're going to get our passing on and adjust with it with a run.
The give again to Selby, powering straight up the middle, picks up another 3 yards.
And off number 2, Anthony Selby.
To the 37-yard line. So they want to kind of keep it balanced here, it seems. They don't want to just become an all-passing team here. And it makes your defense respect the run.
They have all the time in the world. They know that everything is 4 down, so. And they're, well, actually, would they go for a field goal? Knowing the protection with the time. Somebody predicted that. I'm not going to mention any names. But.
Here's the snap. The throw complete to Bundy. Bundy eludes one tackler. He's inside the 25-yard line to the 24-yard line. And again, he just kind of sat down there, and Coach found him.
Yep. Coach is delivering really catchable balls. You don't see anybody bobbling, diving to the ground, jumping up in the air. It's hitting them in the hands, and they're turning and going.
First down. Ball inside the 25-yard line at the 24-yard line. They give again to Selby, powering up the middle, maybe a yard. That's about all.
And off the number 4,
making the stop there was Marquise Davis.
Wrapped up number 18.
We tell you how much discipline it takes to go back to the run when your passing game is working like that. Those coaches are showing some discipline here.
And the players are executing it very well. I mean, they're not getting big chunks of yardage, but that's not the purpose. Sure, would they like a 15-yard gain? Sure, they would, but they just want to make that defense not be able to just tee off and rush the passer.
It's good to see. Because knowing me, I would have done 4 bombs in a row.
There's the quarterback on the keeper to the right side, breaks tackles, and then he's forced out of bounds.
2:30.
Yeah.
Coach keeps himself scampers down the sideline. Finally forced out by number 27, Kamar Whitfield.
Kamar Whitfield forces him out. Very difficult to bring down, no question about it.
No, he's low.
3rd down.
So now 3rd down and 5. Ball right at the 20-yard line of Camden. 4 down territory, 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Coates back to pass, sets, throws it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, keep running. We got to learn the difference between a man turn and a zone turn, but outside of that, good coverage.
Pass intended for number 9, Emmanuel McFarland.
Farland with the intended receiver, but
4th down.
seemed to have the ability to get past the defender, but then didn't really continue running that fast afterwards. He comes out a little limp by McFarland. Now they will attempt.
What's this?
This is going to be, let's see, 38 plus the 10 is a 48-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the kick. This one's high enough, deep enough, and it is good.
Salem takes the lead, 22.
How far was that?
48 yards. So now they take the lead 22-20, and that is a weapon right there, Sam. I mean, you get the ball to the 37-yard line of the opposition, and you're in business.
It changes your offense if you can kick a 40-yard field goal a lot.
Absolutely. Don't forget, coming right up after this game, it'll be Collingswood versus Marble Newtown. And then the final game of this 4-game opening day, the Battle at the Beach. Ocean City takes on Vineland. And the difference here, Sam, is that you put Camden in a position where, yeah, you can win it with a field goal, but Camden doesn't have a field goal kicker.
Can you win it with a field goal? So it's a touchdown or nothing.
So Wilson will be kicking it off once again. He's got a great leg, and again, they're just going to watch it go through the end zone for the, fifth time, whatever?
Out of the end zone for a touchback.
Tell you what, that's 5 offensive plays taken away from Camden by his kicks. Because, you can score on a kickoff return.
Sure. So Camden now down 22-20 with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Savage is going to draw up offensively. Whether they will be as patient as Salem was.
Well, you can be, because what's going to happen is if they're going to get down there and score, it's going to be off a base play that turns into a big play. So just run your offense. Let your players do their thing and break the tackle, do whatever, and you'll be fine.
Here's Ward with a snap. Ward being rushed. Ward throws to the right side. This one is complete for the first down across the 35-yard line to the 37-yard line. And Malik Red Hubbard, who has been very busy here in this second half, makes the reception.
Yeah, he went from Anderson to Hubbard now. Waiting for Anderson to show back. Actually, I'm waiting for Johnson to make his big-time appearance here, because he should be ready to do something.
From the 38, Ward fires right side, popped up in the air, and this one is intercepted. No, he drops the football with a sure interception. Zaheem Jones could not hang on.
Again, you think the offensive tip ball stays up there long. That ball is up there for about 12 and a half minutes.
That'll be second down and 10, which would have and should have been a turnover, no question about it. Ball tipped up in the air, and then Jones unable to hold it in.
All right.
Second down and 10. Ward steps up. Going to take it himself. Is he? Yes, he is. He has room to the right side, and he's running out of bounds. Right about at the stick for the first down marker. It depends on the mark as to whether he picked up that first down. From where the official is standing there on the far sideline, he has the first down, but we cannot tell officially. And it is a first down.
All right, got the midfield almost.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, they don't have to turn and throw a 40-yard fade pattern here. They can still run their offense and use the time they have. I guess they've used other timeouts, right, Tony? Yeah.
Oh, I think so. They mark it at the 48-yard line, so Camden can just methodically move the ball down the field. Here's Ward again. Good protection, throws over the middle, and this one again tipped up in the air. This one, though, is picked off by Salem. Right side. He has 2 men to beat, and he's run out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Smartest play of the game, running out of bounds instead of trying to make a bigger play. Good job by him.
Gildersleeve makes the interception. So I guess when you look at it from a Salem point of view, we should have gotten that. We should have gotten the first one, got another chance, and we took advantage.
I don't know that they used up their luck for the season in this game, or profitable bounces, we'll say, but I'll tell you what, things are going their way when they need it. Outside of that one, that was just a good defensive play, so there's a difference there.
But they get the tip which makes hauling it in a lot easier. He just hoped that you could get to it. And he did.
Well, we were close. We had the field goal down. We just didn't see the interception at the end of the game.
Now they're going to run the football. That shall be inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
They should be reaching and trying to pull the ball out. He needs to run with two hands on the ball.
Timeout called by Camden.
Coach is going to tell him that now, son. Two hands on the ball.
So what I plan on doing is doing the live reads first. I'll start with Karen, then he'll do the...
As we mentioned, coming up right after we're done, Collingswood and Marble Newtown, and then closing out Ocean City and Vineland. Tomorrow, Pennsgrove versus Menards, Timber Creek, Red Band Catholic, Millville and Union, and then Holy Spirit and DeMatha. From Maryland, we'll close it out. And on Sunday, Morristown, Cherry Hill East, Cedar Creek, Scotch Plains, Fanwood, and Winslow Township versus Woodbridge. So that Holy Spirit DeMatha game ought to be something special.
Yeah, can't wait to see that.
So Salem now talking things over with their coach, Andre Wright. Obviously, this game is within reach. As a matter of fact, they can kick another field goal if they don't score a touchdown here. Not that that would really change things, because Camden really still has to.
They still have to, yeah.
Get a touchdown. Right side, cutting it up. Bundy just short of the 20-yard line, and a marker comes in at the end.
Handoff to number 4. Elijah Bundy. Flag on the play.
There have been quite a few penalties.
Against the Panthers.
Yeah, they've gone over the expected amount.
Well, it's the first game of the season. You got to feel that those things are going to happen.
Right.
Now a penalty being walked off against the Panthers. Going to be put down right at the 10-yard line.
Penalties assessed after this is the goal.
Personal foul, the call.
The 10-yard line.
Under 2 minutes, 1:56 left.
Clock's running.
So they're already in the victory formation. Camden is obviously out of timeouts.
Coates takes a knee.
Oh, they do have one timeout left. Okay, pardon me.
Oh, it was blank. All right.
Because I'm saying to myself, boy, isn't it 1:56? They're already going into the victory formation. It's a little early. I mean, most teams will wait till you have maybe 30 seconds left. Or
Well, they're counting the play clock and the time between plays, but if they had a timeout left, I guess they did the math. I'm not sure why they. All right, we'll see.
well, now they're out of timeouts, and you can see Salem is already starting the celebration.
Yeah. Because they're going to take 45. Yeah.
Well, with 1:46, they can run 3 plays, and that'll pretty much do it.
I think so.
As you guys are talking, I thought to the game, so I'm going to at least take a peek and see how it's going. Davey, Steve, it's all yours. Take it away.
They'll take a knee again. Coates, who has had a very, very good game, both running the football and throwing it.
Coates takes a knee.
They can't stop it, and now, of course, they will watch the official, as you indicated earlier, count it down.
Yep. He is. Where is he? He should be down here. Yeah.
Down to 1:25 left.
Oh, such a painful way to lose a game. It's a great way to win. When you are on the losing end of this.
1:15 left, and they counting it down.
So 30, 35. Okay.
Yeah, you know, they played 3 games, right?
They're going to have a second or 2 left.
Again, they take the knee, down to 1 minute. Less than a minute now, 59 seconds remaining, and Salem is going to start the season off impressively.
Beating the what?
Beating Camden.
30th ranked team, 31st, whatever it is. Yeah.
Tonight's season opener, this won't count. This is the season opener in Collingwood. Panthers inside beautiful Perry Stadium, Steve behind us.
So they will probably only have to run one more play.
Earlier, outside of the 100.
Down to 32, 31, 30 seconds left. Official counting it down.
Yeah, but if they just take a knee, they're still going to have 7 seconds left or something like that. Oh, took time out. Okay.
Now they call a timeout.
And unless they have an 18-second play, they're going to be giving the ball back to Camden. That's why I was wondering about why they take knee the first time when Camden had a timeout left. That's why I was like, the time doesn't work out.
Live video coverage of this game from the West Jersey Football League's first Battle at the Beach has been produced by Prime Events in association with South Jersey Sports Talk and Sports X Network. The executive producers, Ari Bluestein, Dean Mikowski, and Tom Williams. Jordan Malik, our producer at Cary Stadium, and Bill Shawcross. Excellent job, as always, the videographer. Collingswood and Maple Newtown next with Mike Frankel and Harry Sachs. To watch that action, go back to primeevents.net. Select live video streaming from the menu. So just 18 seconds until this one becomes official. Salem winning it over Camden. Of course, Salem, we forget, is a Group 1 school.
Right.
But you'd never know it looking at them.
Tell you what, they don't play like it.
He's at 50 right now.
Tough kids.
Are obtainable for him to be top 5 in both categories as a tailback.
So the snap, Colbert's just going to run around a little bit, and he'll go down. And that's going to do it.
Well,
They'll
change of possession.
Yeah.
Camden has at least two plays here. Don't leave yet.
And we've seen what can happen in this game.
Don't leave yet. Time for a miracle at the beach.
Yes. 11 ticks left.
Yeah, that was an error.
2019.
Them taking that first knee. The other ones I get, but first one.
So Camden has the football. They have 11 seconds remaining in this football game. The question is, what are they going to do with those 11 seconds? And you can see the safeties for Salem are back at the 45 and the 50. Ward given all sorts of time. Nobody's even rushing the quarterback. He rolls out to his right. He's going to set, going to throw deep to the right side, and this one's going to be popped up in the air again and incomplete.
Yeah.
But as him doing that, Sam, running around before he threw the football, instead of having 2 plays, they only had 1.
That's right. You get your 20, 30 yards in the first play, get out of bounds. You have 1 or 2 seconds left. Then you throw the Hail Mary. But, yeah, at that point, there's a lot of things to correct before you get there. So it's a good, tough fought game.
So once again, the final score here from Ocean City. Battle at the Bay. Camden going down to Salem 22-20. Crazy game. Started off with a block punt that led to a touchdown, 6-0. The point after was good. And then Bundy with an outside run made it 13-0. Camden came right back with a touchdown to make it 13-6 in the second quarter. That was a run by Dale. Camden again scoring on a touchdown to Anderson from Ward, 24 yards. 2-point conversion, 14-13. A fumble of the football by Camden led to a 19-14 Salem lead. And then again, Anderson with a touchdown pass for 20 yards. Made it 20-19. Point after was no good. And then the conclusion of this game, Wilson, their outstanding kicker, with a 48-yard field goal to give Salem the win, 22-20. 20. So final thoughts, Sam?
Well, we talked about it earlier, and it's the first game of the season, so we had to excuse some of the mistakes. But again, that was the difference right there. It's the unnecessary penalties, it's the mistakes that happen, and we picked it out early. The special teams errors that pretty much caused the difference in the game. But still, it was a well-fought, hard-played game and enjoyable to watch.
Not too much to choose between the two teams, but mistakes, I think, really ended up being the difference in this football game. So once again, final score 22-20. Salem knocking off Camden. Coming up next, Collingswood and Marble Newtown, followed by Ocean City and Vineland to close out day one. Sam Jenkins, this is Tony Blum. Hope you enjoyed it. So long for now.